Case so boom, how folk G Body lost his life in prison. See, it's all type of different characters in prison. It's all type of different shucks being ran in prison. But I feel like the one that you have to keep your eye on the most, the one that you really gotta watch out for, is the ones who paying their way. Because the ones who paying their way, they done slipped through too many cracks because they done went in their pocket, they done dished out some bread, they done got you crossed out. You didn't even know why you got crossed out. It was because 9 times out of 10, them folks don't want to fight. Them folks don't want to poke on nobody. Them folks don't want to be in the front line. So they always in the back saying, hey, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to, hey, can you do us? Hey, look, check this out, man. Your little homeboy, he done such and such. But look, if you want to, you know what I'm saying? G Money was most definitely one of them type of dudes. But even though he was respected, he was one of them type of dudes in the penitentiary where it's always some whispering going on about him. It's always something being said, you know what I'm saying, where people, they like him, but at the same time, they don't like him. You know why? Because he don't deal with his own kind, for one. He was most definitely one of them dudes in the penitentiary who don't want to deal with nothing but the white boys. Let me just shoot it straight with you. It's plenty of dudes who hustling in the penitentiary, same color as me, and trust me, they don't want to deal with their own kind. I'm talking about as far as being affiliated, and then they don't want to deal with their own kind as far as skin color. They only want to deal with the white boy. But see, this the thing. Let commercial break me real quick before I get into this story. See, this the thing about not wanting to deal with your own kind or people the same color as you. They feel like the white boys always gonna have more money to spend. But see, the white boys end up always getting them in trouble. You know why? Because they end up thinking they could just keep on getting them in debt, getting them in debt. Then they check in, they go here, they go there, they people call up here, you know what I'm saying, get you locked up. Yeah, your little rum might have been cool, you might got your little wine and zuzus, you know what I'm saying, you probably read it back, but listen to me, when they ready to cash out on you, homie, they gonna cash out on you. All that, showing that, it's over. So this is what I advise you to do. If you ain't never been to the penitentiary, first and foremost, I advise you to never go to the penitentiary. But listen to me, if you don't want to listen to me, and unfortunately, hey, just so happens you end up in the penitentiary, I recommend that you don't never go in the penitentiary thinking you finna go in there and hustle. But see, this was a situation with G Money, how he ended up losing his life though. So, like I was saying, G Money one of them dudes, you're going to have to go through other people to even get to him. Even though everybody know that's who you're going to have to go through other people to get to him. So, it was a white, you know what I'm saying, he got him a little flunky. He do ripping and running here and there, you know what I'm saying? He like to shoot up, he gonna do this, he gonna do everything. He gonna put something in the middle of his body, gonna hide. He one of them. But he A1 like the salt. A Crip end up going through the white boy to get something from G Money. The white boy don't check the numbers. 9 times out of 10, majority of the time, he don't have to check the numbers. Probably ain't too many situations where, you know what I'm saying, where he done told him, hey, but if he did, just like this situation, this is what happened. He take the numbers, it's almost lockdown time. He take the numbers of G Money. Of course, he probably been racking up numbers all day. He probably, when he get the numbers, he probably write down the name, where he got the numbers from. And then when he get a chance to get on his phone, he gonna check all the numbers. And if the numbers don't check out, he got the name, he gonna go holler at them folks the next day. 9 times this was the situation. He give him the numbers, lockdown, he checked the numbers ain't no good. We talking about green dot. You don't know what green dot is, then let me know you ain't never been to the penitentiary. If you ain't never been to the penitentiary, listen to me, I advise you to never go. So you had to find out what green dot is. So when he checked the number, they come out the next morning, he hollered at the white boy. The white boy explained to him, you know what I'm saying, he couldn't remember or whatever. He done roughed the white boy up. The white boy, all of a sudden, he remembers. He tell him it's a Crip. You know why he tell him he didn't want to remember? Because 9 times out of 10, he already knowing he in a rock between a hard place. Because I promise you, penitentiary rules is in effect. Because if G Money tell him, I'm finna go holler at the Crip, guess what the Crip gonna say? The Crip gonna say, I ain't gave that white boy no numbers. And if the white boy say that in front of the Crip, guess what the Crip gonna do? He gonna Jean-Claude Van Damme right there on the spot. And then guess what G Money gonna do? Because like I said, penitentiary rules is in effect. G Money gonna take the opportunity knowing that this is a flunky. This is one of them white boys he finna try to cash in on until the white boy gets scared enough to go check in. Get what he gonna tell him? Oh, since you don't know where you got the numbers from, you want to play these games with me, I'm going to double up on you. And whatever the money was, if it was 50, now the white boy owe 100. If it was 100, now he owe 200. Now he got him in debt. He gonna make him hold way more than he want to hold. He going to overload him. He going to do whatever he want to do with him because they ain't finna run up the check on him. But in this situation, what G Money do 9 times out of 10, because he was cool with the flunky, he tell the flunky, you know what, don't even worry about that. I'm going to take care of that. Because now G-Money pride is in the way. Ego is in the way. And most importantly, listen to me, the bag is in the way. Because he feel like because he got the bag, he can move however he want to move, do whatever he want to do. He gonna shuffle the pieces a little bit. He think this. Listen to me. He playing chess, but listen, he need to understand that I understand this is chess, not checkers. But listen to me. He was playing with the wrong person. He listen. He was playing with the wrong person this time. So in G Money, man, this G Money must have been thinking, you ain't got to worry about it. I know his big homie. You always got people in the penitentiary who cool with oppositions. They cool with oppositions. And then not only that, a lot of times that's where you get your moles at. Because a lot of times, because of the opposition, same thing with the G's. I'm gonna explain this to you right after this. It's the same thing happened. You got people who got a deeply rooted hatred with what they affiliated with. So in certain situations, they probably don't even realize why you're telling stuff and saying stuff you ain't even got no business saying. So in this situation right here, the white boy skirt off or whatever, G Money take it up on himself. He go and skirt off and go holler at the big homie. When he go holler at the big homie, he come in the way of a proposition. He telling the big homie, look, check this out, man. I don't know what's going on with your little homie, whatever. And off the top, when he say that, the big homie gonna have to ask, who you talking about? He was like, look, check this out. Before we even do it, you know what I'm saying? I already know the little homie got a lot of time, you know what I'm saying, trying to find his way in here or whatever. Look, I just want to do it like this, you know what I'm saying? Man, if you got something you want to get in, you know what I'm saying, I'll bust a move for you, you know what I'm saying, one time. You know what I'm saying? I just ain't trying to get the folks involved because you already know I'm just trying to make sure ain't no lockdown, ain't no stickings, ain't no, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to do some business, you know what I'm saying, going back my way, but I just want to let the little homie know, you know what I'm saying, the little homie can't be taking nothing from me. So the big homie, of course, the only thing he heard was, I'm going to get something in for you. He ain't stunned none of that. But of course, he heard him also say, because he mentioned war while he talking. This is a strategic, calculated, very calculated move right here. He's saying certain things. So in penitentiary, the rules is in effect right now. He's got the He done brought up the little homie. He brought up the G's. He brought up a move. Then he said he ain't trying to get us locked down. Who you talking about? When he say who the little homie is, this little homie already got a rack coming up. G-Money don't know this. So the big homie off the top, like I said, this is chess, not checkers. The big homie already in his mind say, oh, the little homie playing him like, what happened? So G-Money explained to him, look, you know what I'm saying, I got somebody I deal with, you know what I'm saying, they brought me some numbers, you know what I'm saying, I checked them at night, the next morning, you know what I'm saying, I brought him in there, you know what I'm saying, first he didn't even want to tell me, you know what I'm saying, and I'm guessing he didn't want to tell me, you know what I'm saying, because he on the hood, he probably didn't want me to go holler at the dude, and then the dude ended up jumping on him, man, you already know how it is, what they call to these white boys, you know what I'm saying, big homie. The big homie sitting there playing and weak like he on his team. At the same time, this is what you got to understand, homie, you're still talking to the opposition, homie. You're asking the opposition to do something to their own kind on the strength of you, and guess what? You're not even nothing right now, really, my guy. You ain't plugged in. You're really nothing. But dude don't know that because you don't sit here and say things like, I don't want to get the G's involved. And he think the big homie stupid. This man been locked up for a while too. He ain't slow, my guy. What is you talking about? So when he tell you, he was like, you know what? He was like, homie, don't even worry about it. He was like, man, I'm going to take care of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to take care of that rack and I'm going to get you your bread back. G-Money, and that's what's up. He was like, man, look, whatever it is you got, you know what I'm saying, as long as it ain't too much, he was like, man, just come over and holler at me. He was like, man, I get my people, meet your people, you know what I'm saying, we'll do what we do. Love on that. They hit it with the L. Love on that. You know what I'm saying? They going about their business. Like I was saying, you always got somebody that are going to be doing way more talking than they supposed to do. But at the same time, the guy that he went and hollered at, who the big homie went and hollered at after this, he didn't owe G-Money no loyalty. But at the same time, he didn't have to say what he said neither. So he leave, he go holler at one of the G's. He asked G, like, man, what's up with G-Money? Off the top, he tell him, oh, G-Money ain't there. You know what I'm saying? G-Money ain't on count. You know what I'm saying? The folks ain't here. He go to the shower and everything by himself. You like, why, what's going on? He was like, oh, he just came and hollered at me, you know what I'm saying, about, you know what I'm saying? And he was talking about, you know, he don't want to get the G's involved. I don't know why he said that, but I'm finna go holler. He was like, nah. He was like, it's cool, man. It ain't even really nothing like that. He was like, nah, he don't need to be hollering nobody talking about GD finna get involved with nothing. Like, he don't need. He was like, nah, homie, I'm telling you. So they leave that alone. He leave from there. He go holler at the little homie. Like I said, he already had a rack coming up for whatever reason. He go in there, they go call the rack, right? They go in there, they rack the little homie. After they get through racking the little homie, while they coming out of the cell, the big homie go in the cell. He get a little homie green dot. He tell the little homie, go over and get at the G Money, or I'm gonna put you in the rack again. Like I said, this is chess, not checkers. What the little homie got to be thinking in his mind at the time is, I just got racked. For whatever reason, I just got racked. The big homie must be trying to do me a solid by giving me the money to go pay that I got over on dude, or I'm finna get racked again. So of course, what the little homie gonna do? He gonna take him the money. The little homie don't know at the time he's a pawn on the chessboard being pushed. And listen to me, pawns can be very deadly. But listen to me, when pawn get in the way, the pawn can't get hit by that bishop. So he go over here, he take the money, he knock on the door with G Money. Who is it? He say his name right. He tell him, come on in. As soon as he opened the door right, bless this cell. The white boy is in there. His back is turned. G Money hand him something. When he stand up, his mistake was he stand up and cuff. Of course, from the back you can see that. Penitentiary, come on, bro. We in the penitentiary. He cuff, he turn around, and he walk out. Of course, the Crip gonna read the room. He know G Money just handed him something because I just came in here. And 9 times out of 10, the little Crip don't know it yet, but he about to. G Money only alarmed because G Money only really alarmed and moving the way he moving because he really don't know why the Crip is coming over here. But he probably just, you don't have to get ready if you stay ready, situation. But at the same time, if something happened, I'm going to go ahead and get out what I need to get out of the cell anyway. So when the Crip come in there, he was like, man, cuz told me to bring you this. So when he grabbed the money, he was like, man, I appreciate that. He was like, man, cuz I really wasn't trying to go through all that with you and get that done. He was like, well, man, you know what it is? He was like, what you talking about? He was like, man, man, you know, I'll let you be homie, you know what I'm saying, them numbers, you know what I'm saying, you sent over here. He was like, man, ain't nobody gonna take none from me. Ego get in the way. Now he don't realize you slick trying to flex on the little dude. The little dude already got plenty of life. He doing time how he doing his time. Then he gonna sit in here and try to little boy and try to talk to him in any kind of way. Man, listen, he was like, man, you ain't even have to do all that, you know what I'm saying? I don't fool with everybody, you know what I'm saying? But if you'd have came to holler at me, not saying that I would have gave it to you, but I probably could have hollered at somebody for you, like, man, look, $50, you know what I'm saying, bro, you ain't even have to do me like that, you know what I'm saying? I know you try to go through my people, and he was like, hold on, he was like, what you talking about? You ain't want to do that to me though. He was like, man, I hollered at your big homie. He was like, you holler at my big homie about what? He was like, that's what they racked you about, ain't it? He was like, nah, that ain't why they racked me. Then he say why he racked me. He was like, so what you trying to do? They get to argue. They get to going back and forth. They get to fighting in the cell. And of course, probably one or two of the Crips or the Riders or whoever probably seen them go over. You hearing you hearing all this. 2 or 3 of the G's go over it, even though he ain't the business no more. There's probably a couple of guys who look out for him here and there, probably holler at him, act like he still is the guy, you know what I'm saying? Because they gonna get whatever they gonna get from him. They gonna finesse the situation however they want to finagle the situation, you know what I'm saying? Because what they gonna say is money macking and manipulation, you know what I'm saying? And that's what they got going on with 3M's, you know what I'm saying? And what they gonna say, GD on that, that's what they gonna say. So when they open the door up and they try to see what's going on, they grab the little homie's already going on. G Money coming out talking about what a big all this and that. The G go over and holler at him. Get what? Some of them guys go over and tell G Money, that's all. Like y'all can't ride with G Money like that. Ain't nothing, because if y'all ride with G Money, y'all already know GD gonna have to get involved. So y'all might well gonna leave that alone. So the Crips end up going in the cell having whatever meeting. Of course, we can all hear in the park what's going on. So a lot of commotion going on about the little situation. Evidently, the little homie done explain what the big homie done tried to do, try to make it look like so he could get in on the move. And they chalk it up as the big homie was playing chess, not checkers. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't that, you know what I'm saying, I was trying to play you or nothing. I was really trying to play him, make it look like something that was not. I was going to get in and I was going to break bread with the homie. And of course, they're going to chalk that up. This the big homie. He got the bag, got some power. And if he called, make some call. And then, dude, you already done been in too many situations. So they just chalk it up just like that. But keep in mind, the little homie is aware. He remembers what you pass something off to the white boy. You think you finna get me crossed out. So we come out, lockdown. Next morning, get what the homeboy do. Go get a knife from one of his homeboys and go straight to the white boy's head. The white boy open his head. He go in there, rough the white boy up, beat the white boy up. He not poking though, but if you've been to the penitentiary, you know what I'm saying. You just put that knife on and just kind of spook him a little bit. He take G-Money stuff. Come on up out of the cell. Of course, he gonna tell the white boy, don't tell this. But of course, the white man, he ain't got no choice but to tell. Because listen, whatever he took, I'm pretty sure it was worth it. Hey, they came in, man, and such, man, and man, I didn't know, I didn't have no choice, man. Look at me, man. Man, he was sitting there poking me with that knife. Man, he poked me with that knife right there in my rib, man. Hit me in my rib right there. Then one time, man, look, G-Money, man. Man, one time, man, he hit me in my spine. He poked me in my spine, man. I already got back problems. My grandpa, man, my grandpa's already hunched over, man. And he got to hit me in my spine, man. And at that point, G-Money, man, I could think about my life, man. I got 2 kids out there, man. 3-year-old, 5-year-old, and G-Money, I ain't got a lot of time, man. I got a couple more years left, man, if I get my good time, you know what I'm saying? Getting 16 days a month, you know what I'm saying? What's the name? The unit manager already told me, man, if I stay out of trouble, man, they're going to give me a reclass, send me over to the annex, man, get me a job outside the fence. G-Money, man, hey, man, I'm sorry, man. And of course, they gonna chalk it up. They gonna chalk it up that way. And guess what? G-Money again, thinking he gonna be able to pull something. But see, this was the situation. G-Money, you caused this situation. You thought you were gonna look, boy. You undermine. For one, you moving funny. Because when you went and hollered at the big homie, if you would have just took the money and said, appreciate that, and loaded the money, everything would have been smooth. But your pride and your ego get in the way, and you feel like you gotta flex. Like you Hulk Hogan or Lex Luger or something. You know what I'm saying? You gotta let him know that you the one got him put in the torture rack. You gotta, but you not knowing, listen to me, check. He was trying to play you the same way you were trying to play him. Now everybody done got played because you thought you were gonna play the big homie. The big homie thought he was gonna play him. And guess what? The little homie don't want to do. The little homie don't want to took you back. And now you want to circle the block, go holler at the big homie and get what the big homie tell him. I ain't got nothing to do with that. You want to deal with cuz how you want to deal with cuz, because you ain't had no business telling cuz what, man, you go ahead going on. And man, you try to eat over on me anyway, man, because you think, man, that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Penitentiary rules in effect, but I'm gonna tell you something, man. At the end of the day, that cuz. Then you want to come over and holler at me like the G's and this and that, like, man, bro, you ain't finna run no game. You want that from cuz, you gonna have to go get that from cuz. So they going about their separate ways. And of course, he don't want to go over and holler at him. You know why? Because now the little homie got something to offer the other homies, and that's dude bad. So 9 times out of 10, they gonna be ready to secure him on the stripper. And yeah, I done took something to do. He gonna break them off, and G-Money, you lose. And see, that's the thing with them types of dudes. When you playing that type of chess, you really in the game by yourself. Look like you got a bunch of pieces, but you don't even know how to move them. You don't care nothing about securing nobody. You don't care nothing about protecting nobody, because that's what chess is about. Before you move one piece, you got to protect. When you move one piece, the game is to make sure that piece is protected. You moving pieces without protecting at all, because the only person that you care about is you. And you finna end up getting checkmated in just a soccer. And in this situation, of course, you can see, don't none of that work out. The big homie circle back around, same way. He go over and holler at the little homie. He go in the cell. He bless his cell. He go in the cell and tell the little homie, look, man, check this out. I apologize, you know what I'm saying? Look, it wasn't even nothing like that, homie. I was just gonna get in how I can get in, you know what I'm saying? I don't want you to feel like whatever. So him and the little homie, they get cool. But then get what he tell the little homie. Man, look, dude just came holler at me again. I let dude know what it is. He was like, man, really? I came over here to apologize, but at the same time, one of his brothers pulled up on me and told me he came and bought a knife. Here go the setup right here. Listen to me. This one of them penitentiary stories get to floating around and something happened. Man, what happened to it? Everybody, man, what? He did what? This is one of the many stories where you come in from the yard and you, dang, yeah, one of them. The little homie come out on the rock, you know what I'm saying, after dude telling me G-Money out on the rock. And of course, they gonna lock eyes or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So at that point, I'm guessing it's kind of understood like the ball. Something gotta happen. But one thing for sure, two things for certain, G-Money, I don't know if it was true, but G-Money ain't went and bought no knife from nobody. A couple of days go by, they call the big yard. We go down to the big yard. I'm out here balling on these folks, man. Listen, I'm out here, man, what? I'm I'm out here balling on these Jamal Murray. And if you're going for the Heat, I hate it for you because it's gonna be over in Game 5. So I'm out here balling on Jamal Murray. You know what I'm saying? My homeboy from Columbia out there, Big L. Big L, if you watching his head to dreads, you know what I'm saying? He was a Muslim. First Muslim I was in the set where he used to scare me when he used to pray so much. I didn't understand. He used to rub them beads and stuff down there. But hey, no disrespect, but I couldn't understand. You know, he used to tell me a couple things about the Quran. You know what I'm saying? You know, me and him had two different beliefs. That was my guy. You know what I'm saying? My guy always stayed with them horns. You know what I'm saying? He was cold. I used to yoke him down there. You know what I'm saying? We used to take care of business down there. That's my guy. That's my guy. You know what I'm saying? He was cold with the law work too. You know what I'm saying? Businessman, real smart. My guy was in there writing contract with people in the penitentiary. Matter of fact, he got a contract for me one time. One of my idea. I need that paperwork back, my guy. Cause if I ever do that idea, you still got that paperwork. I'm gonna say that wasn't my signature. But look, because it wasn't my signature. You know what I'm saying? Just in case y'all try to say y'all said that, but it wasn't my signature. It really wasn't. It really wasn't. But look. So we down on the big yard. Next thing you know, lock down. Emergency lockdown. Police running everywhere. So of course you already know all the G's gotta scrunch up together. Hey G body, come on, folks. Hey folks, come on, folks. Hey G, come on, man, come on, what's up? Come on, G. Because you don't know what done happened in the unit. You don't know if the Crips done got into it with one of the guys, one of the Vice Lord done got into it with the guy, one of the Cert 13, you don't know who done got into it. So now all of us got to ride together just in case, you know what I'm saying, soon we walk, hey, they done such and such, and then it's got to pop off. You know what I'm saying, it's got to pop off. So now I'm all scrunched up with the guy, knowing I don't want to be scrunched up with the guy, right? So when we coming up there, we see the little homeboy, I'm talking about, they got the boy, they hog tied, I'm talking about, got his drawers they almost got his drawers over his head. Do you know what time it is when they run you up out of there like it? Next thing you already hearing the ambulance coming. So when we get in the unit, when we coming in the unit, you can already see the look, and this kind of traumatizing too. And if you ain't never been to the penitentiary, listen, I advise you to never go to the penitentiary, because one of the I feel like the most traumatizing thing about prison is maximum security. 23-1. It's just inhumane to sit in the cell for 23 hours a day and get out 1 hour a day. And if you thinking you're mentally okay after you do a year, 2 years, listen, if you do 6 months on maximum security and you think that your mind is intact the way it was when you were in, you already done lost it. I did almost 2.5 years on maximum security. I know for a fact I'm still adjusting to this day. I do well only on the strength of I continue to talk. Because that's the one thing the therapist told me. I believe in therapy. The therapist told me don't never quit talking. And when you go in there 23-1, one thing for sure, two things, you're going to talk to yourself a whole lot. Then you're going to realize you got social anxiety when you get out. And some people don't realize they suffer from the same things that people suffer from when they go to mass security on 23-1 out here in the free world. But that's a whole nother video. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about that another day. And then look. Another thing that's traumatizing is seeing somebody get stuck. But another thing that's traumatizing is that them little drops of blood that you see on the concrete. It go from the gray part of the concrete to the white part of the concrete to the inside of the prison on the concrete floor. And you can see where the drops of blood probably was little, bigger, more. You can see it, and then when it run off into the grass, and then you see the little drops of blood where the little trails at in the dirt. You could tell that this person was leaking from the point of where they got hit. And then when you come in, if you see a little blood on the wall, little blood on the microwave, and when you walk in, because you're aware of where you are, you're in prison. So the first thing your mind tries to get you to embody is, this is normal. This is where we are. They treat us like animals. They want us to treat each other like animals. And what you're seeing is just something that's animalistic. It's normal. But listen to me, it's not. To see at least once or twice a month somebody get poked on, or you see somebody's blood all over the, you know what I'm saying? Especially when it go down in a cell. If you listen, in a cell, Listen to me, blood, when it's splattered everywhere, and get what, I'm gonna tell you what's so crazy. It's the way they verbalize it and talk about it. Man, you see, man, look like Freddy Krueger was in there, cuz. I'm talking about cuz must have been hitting him up anywhere. But then when you watching you realizing where you are. So you don't even want to speak against it because you don't want to seem like you weak or you got a weak stomach for it. So you want to act like watching a man getting pierced by a knife is something fantastic, something that's intriguing. It's not. It's not. This is another human being. And then the sad, and then you gotta calculate this in your mind right here. Just listen to me real quick. You gotta think about this in your mind. You already done missed out probably raising your children, probably seeing your mama, seeing your daddy, seeing your granny, seeing your siblings, seeing your family. And then not only that, you come here and do something silly enough, something silly to the point of where you lose your life in a sale. You listen to me. That's just mind blowing to me. So by the next morning, of course, everybody talking. We locked down. They got the rock men out doing this. They serving trays through. So everybody kind of talking through kites and talking through the door. And guess what? We come to find out, the man get life flighted, go to an outside hospital, and GMONEY pays away. Listen to me. If you're doing anything, they can send you to the penitentiary home. I promise you, it's not gonna be worth it. Ain't no street cred, ain't no woman, ain't no amount of money. Listen to me, it ain't, if your pride is in the way, swallow it. If your ego, if you feel like you gotta prove a point, if you hanging around people, because I got a little passionate about this one. If you hanging around people that you feel like you gotta prove a point to, people because listen to me, in the streets, but it's a such thing as slick being bullied. Because you realize you slick being bullied when you're doing things that you really don't want to do. When you act in ways you really don't want to act. When you doing things to fit in. You know what? That's a form of bullying. And most men don't even realize you being bullied, homie. Yeah, you being bullied. You spending money that you can't even afford to spend because your homeboys got it. You know what? Because they mentally bullying you, homie. That's what you doing. You living beyond your means because you slick being bullied by your homies in the world, homie. That's what's wrong with you. And people don't listen to me. You gonna risk your life and your freedom, spending time with your people, and you can come to the penitentiary, think you being penitentiary slick, and going to the penitentiary don't mean promise. You know how grateful I am to even be out here, homie. To even tell these stories. People ask me, man, you be so happy. Man, I did 10 years in prison. Yeah, I got the 2 books, the clothes, and yeah, but listen to me. Take all that away from me. I did 10 and survived it. I survived physical, still adjusting mentally. After 10, I've been home 6. Do you know how many people lost their life in their first 2 or 3 years? Or do you know how many people, I got some stories for you where dudes literally got themselves into a situation because they were scared to come home and got killed. Listen, it ain't nothing to play with. I understand trying to take care of your family. I understand trying to get up. I understand trying to get up because we, especially as a black man, we've been held down forever, what it feels like, and we just want a piece of the pie. So don't think I don't get it. I understand why some people do what they do and move how they move so they can listen to me. If you got you a piece of change, start using this. Because if you don't start using this, you're going to keep on doing what you're doing and not realizing that you're going to have to continue to do that if you don't do something and create something solid for you. If you don't create something solid, you're going to have to keep hustling. And if you're going to keep hustling, you're throwing rocks at the pen. And when you go to the pen, you ain't promised to make it out. And even if you do make it out, you ain't promised to ever be like you were before you went.